Hey, this is Tim, licensed loan officer. And on this video, we're going to talk about what is a cash out refinance. Thank you so much for watching. And on this video, we're going to discuss a cash out refinance. And I'm going to tell you everything you need to know. What is equity? What can you use the cash for? What are some of the drawbacks? What to watch out for? So make sure you watch the full video and watch to the end. And if you have questions, go ahead and contact me by leaving a comment or my contacts in the description, okay? Because a lot of people do have some equity in their home, but it's also an investment that goes up in value, and you can use this value to accomplish your goals or just take some money out for different things. And that's what we're going to go over today. So let's get into it. Okay, so we're talking about a cash out refinance. And let's first just kind of get into some of the basics and fundamentals. What is a cash out refinance? And hopefully you can see these words on the screen. I'm just going to read this just verbatim for you real quick here. A cash out refinance is a type of mortgage refinance that allows you to tap into the equity you built up in your home to access the cash. Here's how it works. You take out a new mortgage that is larger than your current mortgage balance. The difference between the new loan amount and your current balance is paid to you in cash. And you can use this cash for whatever you want, such as home improvements, consolidate debt, and other expenses. So basically, a cash out refinance is that you refinance your current mortgage. So whatever you have on your current mortgage, you take that amount and then you add to what you're going to take out, and you have a new mortgage. So it's like a remortgage refinance. And equity just means the difference between your balance of what you owe in your home and what your home is worth. That's called equity. So if your home, for the example, is worth, let's say you owe $100,000 on your home, but your home is worth $200,000, you technically have $100,000 in equity. So you owe $100,000, but you could sell your home, or your home is worth $200,000. So you have $100,000 in equity. Now just note that when you do a cash out refinance, you can only tap into or borrow 80%. So if you sell your home, yes, you can get the full $100,000 of equity. But if you do a cash out refinance, a bank is going to give you 80%. The bank wants you to leave a little bit of money in your home. And that's to protect you. They don't want you to be underwater. They want to leave you a little bit of equity. And what's great about it is that you can use it for home improvements. So let's say you need a new roof, or you want to remodel the basement, or you need it's just time to upgrade your home. You can take out some money out of your home to improve your home. And if you improve your home, it goes up even more in value. You also can consolidate debt. So let's say you have a lot of high interest credit cards, a high interest car payment. You could roll that into your mortgage, and you could save money every month. And also your mortgage, the interest is tax deductible. The interest on your credit cards or your car is not tax deductible, so you can save that way. You also can just pay a little extra on your mortgage because you don't want to, refinance, that debt and pay for it over 30 years. But with some of that savings, you just put a little extra towards your mortgage, and that way you can pay off your mortgage and the debt quickly and save on the tax savings with deductions. So it's a lot of benefits to that. You also can take the money out to start a business or take the money out to invest. And then your interest rate is lower on the home. You get a lower interest rate on your home than you get on a credit card. A credit card is unsecured debt. With your home, it's secured debt, so you get a lower interest rate. So you save on interest, and it's a good deal. So that's just an option, but that's basically what a cash out refinance is. And it's very popular. A lot of Americans do a cash out or a type of refinance usually every 3 to 7 years. So it's very common. You're not going to lose your home. Nothing bad going to happen. You're just using the money in your home, because sometimes you have a lot of equity in your home, but you don't have any money. And you have money, but the way to tap into that money is to do a cash out refinance, because you have all this equity, but if you're not using it, it's not really going to help you. So a cash out refinance can be very beneficial if it makes sense for you. And it's good to work with a good loan officer like me that's going to run the numbers and see if it's in your best interest, okay? Sometimes it's not in your best interest. If you're not saving a lot of money, or it's just, not really a benefit for you, you need to be honest and say, hey, I don't think this is a great deal for you. Now, some banks or lenders or loan officers will try to just give you a cash out refinance, just because it's in their best interest. So it's always good to, think about it, make sure it's in your best interest, make sure it's a benefit for you, like whether you're saving money or is it accomplishing your goals, okay? Now, I want to kind of just explain how it works, because some people get this confused. I'm a loan officer. I talk to clients every day, and some clients do not understand. And that's why I put this together to explain it to you. I like to educate my clients. Part of me, if you work with me, I'm going to educate you. I'm not just going to, sell you something. I'm going to educate you where you understand everything, you feel comfortable. I'm going to communicate with you and keep you updated throughout the process. So I want to talk about really quick here. Can you see this right here where it says market value here? So market value is different from right here where it says appraised value. See appraised value here? So market value is 460. What market value stands for, if you decide to sell your home, you usually can sell your home for a higher amount than the appraised value. So what appraised value means is that an appraiser comes out to your home, looks at the condition of your home. He looks at other homes within a 1 mile radius with similar square feet, bathrooms, and bedrooms, and he gives you a value. And a lot of people get this confused. They say, well, Tim, I can sell my home for $460 all day. And you're right. You can sell your home for $460. You also can sell your home for more. You can sell your home for as high as someone's willing to pay for it. Okay? However, when the appraiser comes out, he's determining what your home is worth by half. Half the value comes from what homes have sold for in your area. So he's looking at 3 homes that are very similar to your home within a 1 mile radius that sold within 1 year. So based on his comparables, let's say most homes in your area sold for $425. He's going to give you that value. So just understand that. And then on this example, he owes on his mortgage balance $260. So he still has equity. So with $260, the appraised value $425, he has equity. And then down here, right here where I said there, see this? Right here, see that? See that? Okay. So lenders typically allow you to borrow up to 80% of your home value. So we take the 425 here and you just time it by 0.8, and that comes up to 340. So 340 is basically the highest loan amount you can have. So that would be basically $80,000 worth of equity of cash out, okay? And I just want to make sure that right there. Yeah. So that's basically how a cash out works. You have your balance, then you have the appraised value, you time that by 0.8, and that's the max. Now, you don't have to take out the max. You could take out less. You could just take out $20,000. You could take out $10,000. You could take out, whatever you want. But a lot of people want to know, what's the max I can take out? Because sometimes you do pay, or not sometimes, but you do pay closing costs with your cash out refinance. So sometimes it's better to take out a little bit more than less. That way you have some extra money and you don't have to do it again. Because if you do it again, you pay closing costs again. And closing costs is not that much, but again, it's still money you have to pay. You don't pay it out of pocket. It's rolled into your loan. So with the cash out refinance, you don't pay anything out of pocket, maybe just your appraisal. So usually appraisal is like $500, but everything else is rolled into the loan. So you pay $500 for the appraisal, and then you get a check when you close on your home, okay? Now, this is just some important things to know about a cash out refinance. Is that the amount of money you can borrow is based on the equity you have in your home, which is the difference between the market value of your home and the amount you still owe on your mortgage. Lender typically allow you to borrow up to 80% of your home value. And I actually had a error here. It's not market value. It's appraised value, whatever the appraised value is. Now, I want to talk about some benefits of a cash out refinance. What are some benefits of a cash out refinance? Another one benefit is you can access a large sum of money without having to sell your home. So the benefit of a cash out refinance is that you're allowed to take out a large lump sum of money without having to sell your home. Another benefit is you're able to get a lower interest rate than you would on other loans, such as a personal loan or a credit card. So another benefit is that homes carry the lowest interest rate. So you're going to save on interest. And another benefit here, you can use the money to pay off high interest debt, which will save you money in the long run. So you can use that money to pay off high interest debt, but you also can use the money, like I said, to invest. You can use the money to buy an investment property, start a business, pretty much whatever you want for a rainy day fund, savings. You can tap into your equity for whatever you want. It's your house, it's your money. And those are the benefits. Now, just as we went into the benefits, I have to be honest with you and tell you the drawbacks, okay? I'm not one of these people here that's just going to tell you that, benefits and do a cash out is so great. There are drawbacks. There's drawbacks to everything, and I'm going to be honest with you and go over some of these with you. So what are the potential drawbacks of a cash out refinance, okay? You will increase your mortgage debt, which could make it difficult to qualify for other loans in the future. So when you do a cash out refinance, your mortgage does go up a little bit, and you do have a higher payment. And a payment does affect your debt to income. So sometimes if you do a cash out refinance and you may not be able to buy a brand new spanking expensive car or something like that. So that's one drawback, is that, you are increasing your mortgage balance and you are increasing the payment. And that's why it has to make sense, okay? Make sure it makes sense and make sure it aligns with your future goals. Now, if you plan on selling the home in the future, it may not matter. If your goal is to pay off your home, then you may not want to do a cash out refinance if it's your forever home and you really want to get this paid off, because doing a cash out refinance, sometimes now you have a higher balance, could take you longer to pay it off. So you really want to look at an amortization schedule, run some numbers, okay? Now, you will be responsible for paying higher monthly mortgage payments. So that's the other drawback, is that your payment does go up. But again, if you're using the money for good things, like to start a business or to invest or to improve your home, it makes sense to pay a little bit more, because it would be cheaper to do a cash out refinance than do a loan through the homeowner, whoever the contractor that's improving your home. He's going to have a higher interest rate. So, but one drawback is that you do have a higher monthly mortgage payment, okay? And you want to make sure that fits in within your budget. Another drawback, if the value of your home declines, you could end up owing more than what your home is worth. And what we call that is underwater. Underwater means that you owe more than what your home is worth. Now, underwater is typically for cars. Most cars are underwater because when you buy a car, it loses value. Cars don't go up in value. They don't appreciate like houses. But one potential downside is that you could be underwater. Now, we have not seen this since 2008. But remember, there's always up cycles and down cycles. Even with stocks, there's down cycles. With housing, there's down cycles. So you can end up underwater. If you're underwater, don't panic. You just keep making your mortgage payment, and the market usually bounce back. Same thing with stocks. If your stock is down, usually they will bounce back. They have good days, they have bad days. A bad year, don't panic. The good news about a home, you still need a place to live. And in 2008, a lot of people walked away, and then within 4, 5, 6 years, the housing market came right back. So if you're afraid of being underwater, just keep making your payment. The housing market will come back. Okay. And then let's talk about the last drawback here. You also have to pay closing costs on the new loan, which could be several $1,000s. So yes, another drawback is that you do pay closing costs, and the closing costs on a cash out refinance would be higher than a lower rate, lower payment refinance, or known as a rate in term. So you do pay a little closing cost, and it is based on your credit too. So if you have a little bit lower credit, the cost could be a little higher because you're a little more riskier. But generally speaking, you do pay closing costs on cash out refinance, and that would be considered a drawback. But again, like I said, if you run the numbers and it makes sense, then it's okay to pay a little closing cost because you're going to save more money, or you're going to save on interest. You just make sure it makes sense and make sure there's a net tangible benefit for you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. And again, if you have questions, go ahead and comment below or contact me. I would love to chat with you or help you. My job is to help people accomplish their goals and put people in a better spot, okay? And again, what this channel is about, it's all about leveling up, having excellent credit, first-time home buyers, and topics like that. So if you like topics like that, consider subscribing to this channel. Thank you so much for watching. It's always an honor to be here with you, and I'll see you again on the next video. Thanks.